Anybody who's played Roblox long enough and hasn't installed an ad blocker knows that there are some games and groups that are advertised constantly. One such game is LGBTQ+ Hangout 2. I hadn't paid any mind to the ads at first, but then I saw some of the guys from the server had visited, so I decided to hop on. I didn't think that they'd offer a straight option, so I took the liberty to create my own t-shirt to let people know what I was. And hold up, the word straight is a slur according to an article I saw, and I'd hate to appear bigoted or rude, so I ended up just putting the word normal there instead. I even pasted the dictionary definition on the back so people knew what I was talking about. Now that I had a proper wardrobe, I was ready to hit the town. I hopped into the game and immediately started seeing some serious red flags. The biggest one is a button in the bottom corner labeled Panic, Hide Screen from Your Parents. When you click that button, it covers the screen with an image from Bloxburg to make it seem like that's what you're playing. I thought, wow, that's a rather suspicious addition to a children's game. I'm gonna ask around and see what the locals have to say. So I approached the nearest player and asked her if she thought the game could be used to solicit personal information from minors. She goes, "The older people here protect the kids." I was about to follow up on that when one of the galaxy brains at Roblox moderation took offense to my shirt and banned me. Now, I wasn't about to give up on that story. I needed to go undercover.
The ultimate minority?
No,
You're a black man and a reporter?
Now that I could fly under the radar, it was time to do some digging. I explored the map, interviewed some players, and generally poked around. After an hour and a half of research, I'd found a couple of unsettling things in this game, most of which revolve around its central theme. Roblox community guidelines state that games should not contain sexual content and players should not sexualize children or wear inappropriate clothes that give the appearance of undergarments. The very purpose of this game is to let players meet each other on the grounds of who they're sexually attracted to, so you're bound to come across some inappropriate content and interactions. For example, I saw numerous clothing items that were way worse than my t-shirt. These items include, but aren't limited to, a sweater bearing the logo of a dildo company and a crop top emblazoned with the phrase "Mommy Milkers." In addition to the clothing, there are various stands for people who are, quote, looking for someone who is their type. If you fit the bill, the people running the stands will connect with you via friend request or Discord. Are you my type? If so, add me and we will talk about it. And girls, only 12 to 13. I'm 12 and a girl. Call me. If not there, I will just walk. That is some sketch right there. Hey, note, editing skit. You see that sign? I'm gonna pretend to be British.
I don't have any kitchen or lessons anymore.
Gender? What should I answer? Quick.
Gender.
Female. England? I'm from London. That's why I'm black and wearing a beanie. And I'm wearing this stab-proof vest. Clingy or... I'm not very clingy. Trying to put myself in the mind, in the headspace of a British child right now.
The Black Plague is upon us?
Middle? What does that mean?
Little?
Middle.
Oh, middle. I don't know what that is. If it was a little, I could have explained the concept to you.
Come again. Are you clingy or A, but or middle or no? I'm making a straight up documentary out of this. Say less, she says. Add me and I will censored. And I'll call you Mater later. Easy mode. Redirecting people to an area that isn't subject to Roblox's oversight is a pretty shady thing to do. Chat is also private, so the only people who can read your messages have to be right next to you. Oh yeah, and they have private apartments that you can rent out, which couldn't possibly be used for malicious purposes. This Candy Shop song, I'll have to do some... Hey, editing, do some research into the lyrics of that song.
Wait, Candy Shop by 50 Cent?
Yeah.
What's that doing on a server for kids?
Is that the one? Wait, what is this person?
Talking about licking you like a lollipop.
Yeah. You might remember the review I did on a game called Vibe Hugging a couple weeks ago. I concluded that video by saying that the game had too much potential for online dating. In fact, it was built in a way that would streamline it. The LGBTQ Hangout takes this factor and cranks it up to 11. One of the people I interviewed even admitted that the possibility of grooming was there. So to wrap up my message, this game holds a blatant disregard for Roblox community guidelines and still manages to run tons of ads. While children can be persuaded to give up their personal information in many places on the internet, the LGBTQ Hangout is optimized for it. If a game dev is watching this, please fix the problem. If a Roblox mod is watching this, do me a favor and look at my ban appeal already. I don't know how long it usually takes, but it's been almost a week now. I know this isn't like my usual videos, but there really isn't much else to do while my account is banned. That, and I'm salty that I was punished for putting a straight symbol on my shirt when there's an entire game full of people doing much more than that, but who get away with it because they have the right kind of sexual orientation. Normal programming will most likely resume once I get my account back.